Hey guys, welcome to today's October LoveDaisy YouTube video. Apologies in advance for my snuffly, sore, croaky throat. I've got a bit of a cold going on, but I really wanted to do this unboxing video, so I'm going to crack on because I'm brave like that. So what we're going to do is unbox this month's mini box, which is polar bear themed. So as a little warning now, if you haven't received your mini box yet because you live overseas and it's not quite reached you yet, then stop the video now if you don't want to know what's going on, because it's going to ruin the surprise. But if you want to go ahead and see what's in it and share it with me, and then what I'm going to do is mock up a little page together with the bits that are inside, so you can see how I would use the stencil. So without further ado, let's crack on. I'm just going to move my journal out of the way. This is the box, and as I've said before, I've got a little code going on now, just to help us in the office here. So if your box has a blue sticker on it like this, it's kind of a, I don't know what sort of blue that is, darker than a teal. That basically means that the stencil inside is not punched. And if your LoveDaisy logo sticker is purple, it means that it's punched to fit in either an A5 file of fax or our storage folder. So these stencils are not punched. I'm just going to get into the package, okay. Well packaged, this one. So straight away we see some polar bears, yay. So what's in the box? First of all, we've got our polar bear washi tape. Let me open that up so that I can show you the patterns on it. Bear with. So it's really cute. It's kind of a peachy colour. Get rid of the bits. And you've basically got polar bears doing all sorts of poses. I don't know if it'll be clearer if I probably stick a bit. So this is the design. Lots of different polar bears, lots of different poses. And the reason I went for polar bear for the December box, so October dispatch to set up your December monthly, because it's wintry without kind of referring to any particular holidays. So you'll see on the sheet here there's a list of everything that's inside. So polar bear stencil, polar bear pencil case, polar bear washi tape, and then a little reminder that if you create some nice spreads with this, share them on social media using the hashtag LoveDaisyInspo, and every month we pick our favourite and you get a free stencil from the LoveDaisy range. So that's the washi tape. The other item there is our pencil case. Just going to get into that. So very cute little pencil case, perfect for storing sort of miscellaneous items like washi and things for on the go. Also, I'm using one as a little on the go makeup case for winter months. And I love the colour on this. I love this kind of teal colour. It's a favourite of mine, as you'll see from the fact that my journal kind of matches. I love it when it matches. So yeah, so the two accessories, we've got washi tape, and our pencil case, and then the stencil. So the idea behind the stencil this month is for you to kind of, I see it being used in lots of ways. If you're using it as a header page, and I have just chosen to use the DEC of December because using the whole word of December fills up the whole stencil, and then I don't have a lot of room to kind of put other designs. And if I make it too small, then it's a bit too fiddly. So yeah, it'd be interesting to hear your feedback on that. If you prefer the whole word, then feed it back. I'll make sure I do it next time. We've got a couple of different polar bear motifs. So a big one, so mummy or daddy bear, and then baby bear. Some paw prints, which are super cute. And then my favourite bit, this is kind of a polar bear outline, kind of poking his head up, and then I don't know if you can see, I probably need to hold it against a backing, and then these are 3 different facial expressions for the polar bear. So what I'm going to do now is set up a little monthly sort of title page to show you how I would use this. So let me just move these bits out of the way. And I'm going to grab my journal. And I'm doing something a little bit different for the December title page. What I've done is cut a page. It's an A4 page of black journal paper, so 120 GSM journal paper, and I've slightly trimmed it just so that it fits nicely inside there, so I can stick it, and it's going to be my title page. And I'm going to use my Sakura jelly rolls in white to make the polar bears kind of pop out of the page. So let's start with this. Where do we want to start with? Maybe a middle thickness. I'm going to close that and pop these down here. So how I kind of saw it working, and bear with me, just double check that you can see, is that these little bears' heads will pop out of the bottom of the page. Like this. At various, I'm just going to make one a little bit lower. And then on here, sort of all behind each other, poking their head out. So you've got like a family of polar bears. Got one there. And poke one there. And then keep going up, one looking over. Another one here. You see where I'm going with this, that the polar bears are all kind of standing behind each other. I have one here. I have one poking his head in slightly. And the same over this side, just to kind of frame where I'm going to put the December text. Maybe another one there. While we're on a roll. I love that. Okay, so and now what I'm going to do is add in their little smiley faces. So just to give me an idea, I'm going to put where the nose should be. Enables me to frame it a little bit. Actually, this. So for these, the ear does join up. So I'm going to try to. That's it. So just by putting a dot in the middle of the ear, what I hope is going to happen, when I fill this in, is that it will have enabled me to line it up properly. Perfect. So same again, let's put a dot in the ear so we can see where it lines up. This one's going to have a smiley face. Sometimes these jelly rolls need like a little extra run over just to make it really pop. Make sure you don't smudge your previous bear. this one. And obviously you can change faces, make up new faces. I've just kind of gone for a kind of sleepy or maybe a little bit sly looking one for the top face. A very smiley, happy polar bear for the middle face, and then a polar bear that's kind of going ooh for the bottom face. Where should we go? Another one of these ones. What do we want? Maybe one of these faces up here. What I'm trying to do as I'm doing it is kind of move it around, because the jelly pens just take a second just to dry, and I'm trying not to go over where I've just been so that I smudge it. So moving around in a bit of a haphazard, non organised fashion. So I'm not methodically moving across the bears, but I'm doing that on purpose. In a second, I'll show you a bit of a top tip for the black paper that I've worked out. How to cover up mistakes. Obviously, you can't use white out because it's black paper, but what you can use is a really dark black fine liner, or a black, yeah, a decent kind of thickness black pen, and it allows you to, cause sort of these little dots here, which are kind of shown not very nicely. What I can do is cover those up so that you've got a nicer look about it. What do I want him to look like? Happy, I think. You're only going to be able to see part of his face because he's hidden by his little polar bear friend. And then him. He needs to be a bit of a winky face. We're very nearly done. The polar bears are coming. One more after this, and then I will add in the month detail, which I may actually do now, just so that I've got. So what I'm going to do is pop the month up the top here, so that I can add a calendar in here. So So just simply tracing month. Let's add my last little face. Perfect. So now I just really want to add in the calendar for the month. So I'm going to pop a little line here. And I'm going to use my future log basically to see what dates the month has. So Thursday is the middle of the week. I've got a little knot in my table there that's making that Thursday, Friday. What I should do is remember that I can't draw in straight lines. Sorry for not talking while I do this, but I can't count and draw at the same time and talk, apparently. What I am going to do is just add in a little bit of detail to the December. So I'm going to put maybe some dots if it'll let me, that kind of thin out as I get towards the top. A bit like snow, because it's that kind of month. That's basically it. My December cover page. I hope you like it, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I use the stencil. What I was going to show you is how I fix these little errors on my page. So I'm just going to grab a pen, bear with, organised as always. So I'm going to take a quite decently thick Stadler Triplus fine liner, and I'm basically just dotting over where the white is. So kind of using my pen as a corrector. When it dries, hopefully you won't see it too much, but you won't have quite so much of the, I think that's about it really. Oh, and a smudge on this one. Yeah, so there we go. My December cover page, all done. Thanks for watching.